Hello my Wonders, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily, aka WanderBlush here on YouTube, and today I am so excited to give you the full tutorial of how I do my makeup for the character of Crissy in our production of Hair. Enjoy! I'm just prepping my lip with a little bit of lip balm. This is from First Aid Beauty. Always love this stuff. It's just really good. Guys, I got a zit forming in the middle of my nose. I've not had one of those since who knows how long ago. This look requires a crap ton of eyeshadow and eyeliner. So I'm just prepping my eyes first. I'm gonna do my face makeup after I get really all of my eye makeup done, just because there's so much to my eye makeup. It definitely takes the longest. Elements of this room make it very difficult, so I'm trying to keep the lighting as consistent as possible for you guys, even though we know consistency is not my thing. So, Urban Decay. This is always my favorite. As of right now, it is still my favorite eye primer. So I am taking a bit of tape. I'm doing the tape trick of helping me create a guide for all the eyeshadow I'm going to be using. And it's always less cleanup, so I feel like I'm not wasting as much product, and it kind of picks up the fallout. So I am just taping this from the end of my eye to the end of my eyebrow, which are so grown in at the moment. It's not that cute. So the eyes are all primed. Now I am going to start. So basically, Crissy's look is a mixture of different looks from the 60s. My version of the hippie is a mod hippie, which existed. So if people are trying to hate on me saying that didn't exist back then, it did. Do your research. Twiggy was all over the place in the 60s. That's when she got her start. So it's modeled off of Twiggy, a combination of her and then just different festival looks from the Woodstock, when people would really face paint the crap out of their face. Brushes all over the place. For this whole thing, I am using really colorful eyeshadows. I'm actually using this. I got this years ago. This is from Sephora. It is, what's it called? Oh, you know, it doesn't even say what it is. Basically, this is like a huge kabuki. Who remembers kabukis? Of eyeshadows, lip glosses, liquid liners. Honestly, I won't lie to you, I don't use this that much because pigmentation for like everyday life isn't that strong, so it's not my favorite, but I didn't want to go out and just buy a crap ton of just like bright colors when I have a palette. It's good for what I need it for, and I'm getting use out of it. I've had it for a couple of years now, so I feel like I'm actually using it, and it's got a lot of colors. So if you build these well, they start to blend out. They just take some working. So I'm just taking a dome kind of blender brush. I'm taking a teal color. So if you ever want to try to recreate this, you need a palette that has some vibrant colors in it. I'm choosing to go with blues, but Twiggy traditionally had it. Like, her cut crease was always done with black, but for the stage that was far too dark. So I'm using blues because crystally blues were also very, very popular and on trend and on brand in the 60s. So I'm just going in and I'm going to basically just take over my crease with this blue, because don't worry, if it's messy right now, it's going to be cleaned up. There's so much else going on top. Let's get started. I'm talking too much. We're gonna run out of time. Cut crease I'm still new at, but for this look, I'm gonna zoom in. I'm not using my tripod today, which is stupid. See, look at that. Look at that bad boy. This is why the tape is a really nice guide. You want to make sure you go up at the far corner of your eye. Give yourself a guide to lift it. You want it to look lifted, and then you're going to bring that color all the way in to your tear duct. I know this probably looks a mess already, but it will be cleaned up. And also, we know me. I'm not perfect. In fact, nobody is, so get over it. Alright, that's the first color done. Next color we are going to go in with is a slightly more solid, darker blue, just to give the eye a little bit of definition. I saw Moana for the first time last night, and oh my Lanta, oh my god, That movie is so good. So cool. I'm obsessed with that movie. Should I put you guys just like right in front of me? Would that lighting be better? My face is terrifying right now. Or do we want this? Do we freaking want this? Yeah, come through. Yep, come through, coming. So now I am using the NYX matte finish spray, long lasting setting spray with this small detailer brush. As you can see, it's blue because this is what I've been using my whole contract. Get that nice and saturated, and I'm going in with a navy blue, of dark blue, to create the line of the crease. I like to start from the outside, like the top, make it like a big wing, but the wing is going on the crease. Again, it can be messy because we're going to clean it up in just a couple minutes. Take that line and bring it all the way in towards your tear duct. I would start with a little product and like just build it, because if you mess up profusely, which I used to, which I might today, at least it's easier to take away. That's why I like using this shadow, because I feel like it's not as much pressure as using a liner for this kind of thing, because if I mess up, it's not as difficult to clean. There we go, very Cirque du Soleil right now. Okay, next it's time to do some cleanup. Now, what is traditional with makeup? So normally with a cut crease you use concealer, but for the purposes of the stage, we needed my eyes to be as bright as possible, so I am actually using a white cream eyeshadow. I think it's probably a sturdier base for the eyeshadow I'm gonna put on top of it to stay, and it pops more. So I'm using the Maybelline 24-Hour Tattoo, and this is in Barely Branded. So I'm taking another different kind of like, this is a liner brush, but it's got like a dome shape, which actually helps. It's really any type of detailing brush, concealer brush or anything that will work too. So you're just gonna put that on top of your lid, everything that is below that wing look that you've given yourself. Try to get as close to that shape as possible. I have no idea if I'm doing this correctly, but this is just what I did for the show. My makeup for the show is basically just like an even more exaggerated form of festival makeup. So if you're digging this look, you could totally wear it to a festival. I know that there's more happening this summer. The UK is always having more festivals. If you're any of my viewers from the UK or like Australia or anything, because I know there's a couple of you. Hey! I love having viewers from all over the world. I have some viewers apparently from the Philippines. Exciting! If you are from anywhere, well, you know what? No shame. If you're watching this and you want to tell me, where are you guys from? I'm curious. So there's the base. We're going to put some white, sparkly eyeshadow on top. Any highlighter you use will work really, really well. I'm actually using a highlighter. It's from this Too Faced palette that I got from my giveaway that I won from Beauty in the Vlog. Hey girl! So this is from that. It is from the Totally Cute palette. It is the color Unicorn, just right down here. But it is perfect for this. But honestly, any drugstore, any high street, any color, any white color will work really well with this. Okay, I'm just gonna go back and just clean up a little bit. Next, I'm going in with my liquid eyeliner. This is one I always use. I love this. I love this by Wet n Wild. It's perfect for shows because it stays so well no matter how much I'm sweating. This is the H2O proof in Black Noir. Just go in and do an obnoxiously large cat eye. And I love using tape as my guide for this. It's like I don't have to really think at all. I know that everyone says practice makes perfect with wings, but tape is such a nice guide. Dry that off just a bit, and then we can peel off our tape, which is always so satisfying. Okay, so I'll come back and do more of the detailing that will happen on the eye a little bit later once everything is totally dry, but I am going to peel these off now. And look at that. Look at that. Next, we are going to go on to our face makeup. I do normal face makeup. In fact, I think I wear a little bit too much because I wear so much face paint, shapes, whatever on my face, so I probably don't need as much makeup as I wear. So do as much of your face makeup as you feel comfortable. For this look in particular, I do contouring, but not that heavily because the eye makeup that continues and all the face paint that happens covers it up. So as to not waste product and also not to put as much on my skin, I don't use that much. But I do still use foundation and primer. I just use the Born to Glow by NYX. So I am using the L'Oreal Paris Infallible. I hate how CVS does this all the time. So I'm gonna do my face makeup because it's really no different, and if you're gonna recreate, just do whatever face makeup you normally do in terms of there's really anything special here. And I will be back. All right, so YouTube magic in 3, 2, 1. See, marginally more alive, yay! I know I am wearing a lot of under eye highlighter. I'm actually using this one by NYX. This is the Cheek Duo. It's quite shimmery actually, it's just shimmery highlighter, but for this it looks really good on stage for it to be really bright. So I'm using a lot of NYX products in this actually. NYX is kind of all over this. Also using the NYX Ombre Blush. Look how freaking pretty that is. Can we just? And this is in the Soft Flush. It's got a lot of pigmentation, so you actually don't need too much, but for the stage, this is a great color. Okay, so now we're gonna start moving on to the detailing of the whole thing, now that basically all the basics are done. I'm going to go back to my eyes. I'm going in with the Revlon Photo Ready Kajal in Matte Marine. I am going to just outlining the rest of the blue that's right here, and I'm just going to create a line. This is going to be a base for some glitter. I'm going to put on it just a second. I want to make sure that that glitter will stay and then it will pop, because the glitter I'm going to use is the same one I actually used that I showed in my 70s videos. I'll leave links for those or cards there. It just helps it pop. This Photo Ready, this Kajal pencil just really helps the glitter pop. You know it well. It is my favorite. It's starting to run out and I'm devastated. This Heavy Metal Glitter by Urban Decay in color Distortion. Right where I put that Kajal pencil, I'm going in and outlining. You don't want to do too many coats at once because it is quite wet, and so it will just move the product around rather than adding to it. So if I want it to be thicker, I'll go back in after it's dried up and add more on top. Next, I'm going in with another NYX product. This is the NYX White Eyeliner. I'm actually not using this as eyeliner, I'm using it more as paint in this whole look. This stuff is amazing. It really helps bring everything out. And I'm gonna make some dots. So if you want to play around, have your own look to it, go for it, but this is what I'm doing. It's paying a little bit of homage to Nina Simone. My friend Brie in the show goes full Nina Simone with her makeup, and it's beautiful. My eyebrows came out good tonight. They look good. I'm gonna do a tutorial for you guys on how I do my brows. I gotta do it. I keep saying I'm gonna. America runs on Dunkin', and so do I. Got it done. Look at Dunkin's cute cups. Not sponsored, would love to be. Now is when I'm going to basically white out the bottoms of my eyes. They're pretty much there already. I kind of put concealer there. For this look, we're gonna extend our eyes, make them look bigger and more doll-like with under eyelashes actually. But fake bottom lashes. So to do that, I like to use two types of eyeliner. So I'm going in first with the crayon just to put as much product as possible. and to white it out because I feel like I can really get in there with a regular white eyeliner and it doesn't hurt my eye. And to make that a little bit more prominent, I don't know, this side is pretty good today. Yes, I'm like, get it. So what I like to do is I try to put it more on the actual lashes itself rather than my waterline. And this will just help to really make this lower part look very wide. Even though it does already, but from the stage, it always has to be a little bit more exaggerated. And in our space, it is quite large, so it has to read. So see how I'm not really putting it on the waterline itself, I'm putting it more on the lash line. And then you just hope and pray that it doesn't get into your eye. This is probably like the most ridiculous amount of makeup. Like, I probably just overdo it and destroy my life. Next, I'm going in with an even more precise liquid liner. You don't have to. If you want to use a kohl liner, you can. I'm using this liquid liner because it stays like crazy. This is the tattoo liner by Kat Von D. I got just for my birthday in color Trooper. It is waterproof and it is badass. So what we're doing is we're extending our tear duct. So we're going to make our tear duct look like it's down here and extend it under the bottom and then fill that in with the white liquid liner. Wish me luck. Now let's fill it in. Be very, very careful. Now we're gonna go in with some fake lashes. I've been using these ones by NYX. These are the Wicked lashes. All right, I got my top lashes on. They're starting to look a little jank because I've been wearing them for like 2 weeks. This is our last weekend of shows, so I'm gonna see if I can maybe just like clean these off and see if I can get a little bit more use out of them. We just wanna look like Crissy is on a trip the entire show. The next thing that we're going to do is we are going to put on the bottom lashes. They're weird, they feel awkward, but it works, you know? So these are the under lashes. They're very Twiggy inspired. I will leave the link below. I don't have the box that they're in. They're actually at the theater. I'll insert a little clip right up here in the corner of what the box looks like, and I will put the name of the company below. They came in bulk, and this is the Twiggy inspired one because it will just look like I have Twiggy lower lashes. I mean, I attempted to do this many a time with just eyeshadow or eyeliner, just like drawing lines. I could never get it. I could never get a straight line. So our costume designer, Lex, she was amazing and got me fake lower lashes. For my lower lash line, I am using the Duo, the different glue, and it dries translucent so you can't see it. And it actually dries really fast, which is nice. Blow them for a second. And I like to apply these with a tweezer. So I'm just going to place them kind of, I basically judge it where my eyelashes end. So basically where my eyelashes end, I go just a tiny bit and just connect it to the line I created before. And I bring that up. And it looks insane. So there's one side. But see how it makes my eye look a lot bigger? It makes it look more cartoony, more just outrageous. That's what they were going for in the 60s. They wanted to make a statement. And Crissy's character doesn't have a lot to say, technically, in the show. So I'm making sure she has a lot to say, and her personality and her expressions can say more than what the script might call for. So again, below the lash line, put it right in the middle, connect it to the line you created, and then connect this part, a little bit of space to the edge of your eye. And again, I'm not an expert. I'm sure other people will be like, no, put this directly on your eyelid. I'm not doing that. That will dry pretty quick. Now you want to go in with your mascara and connect those because your top lashes are dry at this point. I'm using the Revlon Volume and Length Magnifying Mascara. I like this one for false eyelashes, honestly, because it doesn't make it too clumpy. It's very dry mascara. It gives it just enough product to adhere them together. And for this, I don't know if you're supposed to really do this, but I just color the very bottom of my bottom lashes. So I don't bring it to the root, because then that would defeat the whole purpose of putting white, but I just darken it just a little bit where it kind of overlaps with the lower lash line. I know there are some actors out there that might be watching this going, oh, I would never do this makeup, it takes far too long. Well, each to his own. You could be done here. You could be done here. Next part is the face makeup or the face paint aspect of this look. So I'm gonna zoom you out and we're gonna get into that. Yo! Yo! Before I get into the face paint, I am going to set this with the NYX setting spray. So cover the crap out of your face. I go between a couple of different brushes. I just usually try to stick with smaller detailing brushes for this, at least at first, because it's easier. Let's start with the sun. So I'm going to start with the sun on this side. I always put the sun on the right side, and then the lotus leaf on this side. For the sun, I'm mainly using this, the Too Faced Melted Matte in Mrs. Roper. The sun is pretty easy. You just do a C shape from your eyebrow all around your eye to below like your eye socket bone. So I suggest to start small and build. Now I'm going to make the triangles of the sun. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, now I like to go in with that white eyeliner again and just fill in little triangles. So guys, this is like, if you want to recreate this in any way, do it in your own way. Like, these were just kind of the easiest shapes I could do. And then once, I wish I had more time to experiment and like find more, but I realized life kind of comes in the way, so I just kind of stuck with these. Next I am going in with some of these bad boys. These are the Too Faced sketch markers. I'm going in with the color, it's like the light pink color, candy pink and canary yellow. I know that not everyone can see these, and that's okay. A lot of it's for me because I think it looks prettier and it looks more put together. But it's also, you know, it's nice to change it up and to have something that people who are kind of up close and personal in our space, they get to see it. You know, people who sit further back kind of get more of a huge scope of what the show looks like in terms of spacing and theater we're in. But then the people who are closer get a little bit more detail. And so this is for you guys, for whoever is sitting up close. This detailing is for you, so enjoy it. Alright, so that, I'm gonna let that dry until I put the last finishing details on it. I know. We're getting there, guys, we're almost there. I mean, this literally, this could be it. But I choose to go all in, as always. And I am going to do the lotus flower. So this one, I'm using another one of those markers, and this is in the color Sky Blue. So same shape, just a smaller C around the eye. Also won these from that giveaway I did. I won from Beauty in the Vlog. Now I'm going in back to that Sephora palette that I was doing before. It has a bunch of gel liners that I've never used until now. And there's a green that works perfectly, and I'm going to use that to outline my lotus flower. Now I'm going in with a color that's actually very, very close to this color green. It's part of the Urban Decay Vice palette that I've used for so many of my tutorials. If you have any other bright color, guys, literally any bright colors will do. Do you, boo boo. This is the color Grasshopper in the palette. I wet it with that setting spray, and I'm gonna go in and then just start packing on the product and filling in the leaves. Now I'm just gonna go in and start cleaning up and doing the details of the flower Alright, I'm going back to detail the sun a little bit now that it's dried. Putting on some gold gel liner. Guys, I have wedding videos coming to you. I promise I do. It's just, I still have so many, I have so many vlogs from when I was still on the ship. So I'm trying to figure out when to put those up and also stay relevant to what's like happening. I feel like I'm just so behind everything. So I'm sorry. Like this channel is all about, it's a hot mess. Life, as life is. So get used to it, Emily. Correct me if I'm wrong, future Emily, which you might just do in a moment. But I think I'm almost done. This is totally optional. I also don't do this all the time, but I'm gonna do it tonight. I'm gonna put some glitter, some loose glitter on the sun to really make it shiny. So I'm using the Lit Cosmetics. I freaking love their glitter. It's amazing. This is in the color Joy. I showed this in a favorites video, the favorites video on the beach. Hello. Oh, I just spilled out so much. And I'm putting them on the little rays. The very last thing to do is the lips. I am using the Rimmel Exaggerate lip liner in Enchantment. You all know how much I love this. And then I'm going with this. I keep talking about this in my vlogs, and I finally have the product in front of me. This is what it's called. This is the Stay Matte by Rimmel. These are their new liquid lip color. It's in the color Mocha, but it becomes like a rose pink. These are one of the best matte lipsticks from the drugstore. Last thing you gotta do, spray it again. Oh, you want it to stay. And guys, that is it. That is the finished look. All I have to do now is just put a couple of braids in my hair. That's Crissy. So I hope you enjoyed this makeup look. I have a really good time doing it. It's my last week doing it, so I'm just gonna try to enjoy it and have fun looking as zany as I do. So yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, make sure you give it a big old thumbs up. Thank you guys for your patience and being awesome during this process. I've really been trying to give you as many videos as possible while also doing my job and doing shows. More videos are coming. I really wanted to make sure I got this one done for you guys though, because it's so fun, and honestly, any of you could do this. With this look, I figured that I wanted to bestow upon you, my lovely viewers, yet again. Head over to my Instagram, because Instagram there's going to be a little giveaway of things that you could use to recreate this look or any other festival look. Again, I'm obsessed with festival season. In my opinion, it should be a year-round thing. Fun makeup should be all the time. So I want to give you guys as many products as possible that will help you do that. Head over to my Instagram, because that's where all the rules are going to be. It's going to be more of an Instagram themed giveaway. So all the rules are over there. Go check it out. And I'll see you guys in my next video. So don't forget to peace, love, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Crissy out.